And all right, this is Ben. I'm here over the phone with Carson.
Hello, hello.
Who has done well in past and unfortunately has gotten right up there and then gotten fourth today at BCS Toronto, a tournament that I nor Steve went to. I did not anticipate being able to get interviews. However, it pays to know good players, it appears.
Ooh, connections.
Just like you, Carson, how are you feeling right now? You've just gotten fourth at BCS Toronto.
I mean, definitely sad I couldn't get the two Peter Worlds from last year, but like just learn from your mistakes, and I'm glad that it was like the rest of two out of our top three was from Toronto, so I'm happy they're gonna get to go, especially since one of them is also like pretty new, so I'm like really happy for him. So it is what it is. I just live and learn, and I'll get it next year, I guess.
Yeah. So is this it for you? Is this the last tournament that you can go to?
I'm gonna try for Philly, but it's looking pretty rough because like this was the godsend run. Like I ran into zero bang dream. Like,
zero bang dream?
Yeah.
How?
How
did you do this?
I don't know. If there was one event to win, this was it. Like I could taste it. I hit top 4. I'm like, oh god, it's so doable. And then I 8, 9 at top 4, and then I fucked up final third, fourth. So it is what it is.
All right. Well, what was the key misplay? What were you playing today, man? What was going on?
Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
You're back on it.
Yeah, I've never been off it.
You've never been off it. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. So we're repping the set that we wrote the Bible on as it is, and you're in the top 4. Everything's feeling great. You just take 9, which sometimes I'm lucky. We're in third, fourth. What was then that major misplay?
Let's see. So I'm playing against 8 Pants Azure lane. I'm had a pretty bad deck 1, but it's like pretty recoverable because her combos can't beat my lanes. She had to like tie with them, so I can always like back up over 1. And I had a full setup, so I was just kind of farming my dual laners for a little bit.
Right.
What happened is I got hit to 3-2, and she was still 2-1, and I miscounted her CXs because she had a lot of stock. Like she was really compressed, and I thought she was still 3 and 9, and I only had enough stock to do 2 main phase burns, and she was 2-1. So I thought there's no way I could actually kill from there. So I kind of tunnel vision on that. You know what? I'll just like try to stall for one more turn.
Right. Yeah.
I thought she was 3 and 9. Like usually with like 2 main phase burns at 2-1, it's like you don't reach from there. It's pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to stall. So I swung for a total of 4, and she took all of it. I'm like, fuck. Wait. I'm like, I might be dead now to 3-2. From 3-2 to her finisher, and then turns out she actually had 2 climaxes in stock, so she was actually like 2 and 9. I should have just gone for it, but I was kind of just delusional in the first place for trying to like stall at 3-2 and like potentially living against her finisher at 3-2, because it's the one that like burns 3 twice or up to twice. So
right.
It's like pretty copium to live from there from 3-2, especially since I wasn't actually going to refresh into new deck. I was only like 4 in like 16 or something, or 4 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know she had Fumio, and it wasn't like a bad Fumio either, but I was out too. So yeah, I died from there, but I obviously should have just gone for it. Like honestly, like should just stuck to the TRV mentality, like hit 3, press the button and go. Like
hit 3 and press the button.
Yeah, I like focus. I tunnel vision too much. I didn't keep track of her climaxes properly, so I didn't realize that she had another one in stock. I should have just gone for it.
Yeah. So, you know, kind of speaking on that concept in Weiss right now, I feel like that idea of knowing when to go decides a lot of Weiss Schwarz games.
Yeah.
And so in general, with your deck, with TRV, you were just saying right now that when you hit level 3, it's time to go. And
okay, well, that's not always true.
Yeah,
but, like,
that's not always
just, like,
true.
Not focused like too much. I guess I could just tunnel vision on like just trying to live another turn, but again, I was just delusional for trying to live from 3-2 against her, like in the off chance that she did level.
Right, exactly, yeah. And so I think just in general, I'm curious, what do you think the mindset is for you of really when you can go? When is the go button actually?
Okay. Yeah. So the way I like to think of it is, I would like to have at least like 3 main phase burns, and then from there I just think, does triple Gura kill here? Because that's basically what the range is. Three main phase burns into the full Baji combo is basically triple Gura. I kind of just like to look at that, you know, just like you check like if you're like near about to hit level 3, just start counting like every CX they have, you know, like how many are they refreshing? Are they are they refreshing 7? How many did they mill? Whatever. Just like keep track of their deck and like their deck state. And then honestly, like sometimes you just go for it. Sometimes you don't even go for it to necessarily kill. Sometimes you just do it to like push them in like a just to push damage. And then if you know how to do it, you can usually like actually pass your turn like relatively compressed. So it'd be like 3-0 or 3-1 with like passing like 7 in like less than 30. So because you bottom deck all your clean cards and you do it before you pay 8, like do the full like pay 8 ditch 3. Your deck is actually smaller than it looks. So if your opponent is like at high 3 and they don't actually have combo or like finisher, and they're just doing vanilla swings, you kind of just live there and then you just swing vanilla swings.
Right.
But yeah, it all depends on like my actual like how many main phase birds I have. Like if I have 4 or 5, I usually feel pretty confident from killing from like even from like 2-1 or 2-2. But and you also have to like keep in mind like do I need like stock swap or whatever, or what you're playing into, like how much do I need to side against them. Like if you're playing into like Nikke or Overlord, then you have to like check what their board is. At which point, like if you have less main phase burns, then it's like a little bit more sketchy because then you have to side. You have to like play for having like multiple brainstorms on board to have like better side targets, to like side for 1s and 2s. So then it's a little bit more sketchy. So it's all like very dependent. But I like to say like if you have at least 3 main phase burns, think with triple Gura here.
Yeah. If I had 3 shards.
If you had 3 Gura.
Yeah.
Or if you're feeling in that range. But otherwise, like yeah, I feel pretty confident with 3 main phase burns at the very least.
Now I feel like we've discussed before about the TRV matchup into the current meta, even before last year in Chicago and in recent times about it. You dodged Bang Dream today all day. And that does feel like that's kind of the matchup. And I mean, was there, you were in the room, we'll see the stats later. Being in the room, were you that lucky? Or was there still like 20% Bang Dream?
Apparently everyone, I was XO up until final round of Swiss, at which point it didn't matter anymore.
Right.
And then apparently all the Bang Dreams were X1. So I was like, we're switching.
Wow.
I remember we were like 10 XOs and we were just all looking to the side, no Bang Dreams. And we're like, oh my god, if I can win this, I can just keep farming. I got really lucky in that.
Interesting.
That aspect. That's why I thought like once I would hit top 4, like this was the event to win it. Like it's like going to Philly might be a little bit rough because I don't think we had the same like godsend matchup spread.
For sure.
It was really lucky I dodged everything.
Yeah, for sure. Well, even so, I mean, you never know. Maybe it could happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I did have like a wide spread of like of matchups, some better and some worse, but overall, like if I dodged Bang Dream, that was the one. I was like, so
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, but otherwise, like realistically, I would not recommend people to play Tokyo Revengers in this meta. we needed Ban's hit. We needed Bun's hit. Like I was like, I just needed 1 card. Like you can unrestrict everything else on the list. I don't care. Just put Buns on there.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunate. But I understand. It feels rough to have it right in your grasp, but
yeah. It is what it is. Again, I'm really happy it was two locals as well. It was like the worst case scenario, right? Like we're both like really, really close as well.
Right.
And then we're just 3rd, 4th. Like one of us had to go. And you know what? I'm glad she'll get to experience her first world experience. So it is what it is.
Yeah. It's always good to root for the boys, the homies, the gang. Also, apparently somebody from Ohio won, so obligatory.
Yes.
USA.
Yes. Yes. I let him heal 9 against me. It was very sad.
Very sad.
I was
very
2-5
sad.
and I took 4, 3, 2. I'm like, ooh.
Dang. Yep.
Dead.
Dang.
I was like 3-5 and he's like, oh shit, he can side for 2 here and I could actually die here. It's like I don't like that. even once I was 3-5 I didn't like it because like I can't really clock. I'm just gonna die to refresh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say about the tournament? Anybody you'd like to shout out?
No, not really. Just shout out to like all the Toronto people who like really believed in me for having the 2-peat. I'm sorry I couldn't get it, but it was close.
You almost had it, and not for nothing.
I almost had it.
Not for nothing. It's good that we still have dark horse killers out there. We're trying. You're just ready to really strike at any time.
Yeah, some really close games. Like some games I kind of sacked too. So my bad, I guess. 14 instances still kills. I don't know what to say.
14 instances kills.
I mean, listen, the day that people tell me, "Hey, Carson, 14 instances of damage will not kill. When they can tell me that straight, like in the eyes, like straight face, they can tell me that, then I'll drop Tokyo Avengers.
Yeah,
if you
there
can
you
tell
go.
me realistically 14 instances you're not scared of, you got it.
Fair
We'll
enough.
try anyways.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Carson.
Yep, no problem.